Hey guys, Geoff Fienberg here with you after an unsuccessful major week, the Masters. Not the best major performance for myself on the 2020 calendar, but it was beautiful to see. And if I wasn't going to hit a bet, that would probably have been the my first choice for winner. Firstly, I love Dustin Johnson. I'm happy to see him get that second major. It's frustrating when he has one major and people can say he has the same amount of majors as Keegan Bradley and Jason Duffner and Sean McKeel and Mike Weir and lots of other good golfers, but certainly not guys that belong in the same air of breath as Dustin Johnson. And one more of these suckers, and we could start having all-time great discussions with Dustin. Certainly not saying the greatest of all time, but when you break down golf by eras and generations, he's certainly going to hold his place. When you look at his career wins, his consistency, I believe he's 1 in 12 or 13 straight seasons. That's something that nobody is currently doing. Yeah, like I said, the amount of wins, the longevity, and really, when it's all said and done, how many decades he will probably win a golf tournament in will put him in a very special class of golfer. So it was beautiful to see, and beautiful to see him show some emotion. Because despite the perfect world that everyone has presented him living in for obvious reasons, there have been some struggles there, both on the golf course and personal. RSM Classic. I'm Geoff Fienberg, oddschecker.com/US, important /US. Like, sub, comment. Tell me who you like for the RSM this week in Sea Island, Georgia. Lots of Bulldogs. Always popular players here, those college ties. We have a couple. I don't think Bulldogs per se. I know I got a Clemson Tiger on the list. We'll have 3 outrights for you today and check back again tomorrow. We will probably add something. There are still decisions to be made. I actually wrote up a 4th golfer, but I'm not going to give them right now because I don't feel like it. I need to put that one back through the machine. Anyway, let's start. RSM Classic. It's a 2-course setup this week. We will split up between the Plantation course and the Sea Island course on Thursday and Friday, but we will play the entire weekend on that Sea Island course. You must score on the Plantation course. It plays quite a bit easier. It is a par 72, I believe just over 7,000 yards compared to the Seaside course, which is a par 70, 7,000 yards. Bermuda grass, tons of water hazards. You must score, as I said, on your Plantation draw, or you will not be teeing off very late on Saturday once we make our full weekend Seaside course draw. Past winners here, Dunks, Tyler Duncan last year, CH3. Wow, it was big getting him off the mat. A lot of first-time wins. Austin Cook, Mac Hughes, as I just mentioned, Dunks. Yeah. Links feel. Course definitely has a links feel. Its only defense for the most part, guys, are the water hazards and conditions that come off the Atlantic Ocean here in Seaside, Georgia. So if the ocean is laying down, if the wind's laying down, the course will be exponentially easier. This usually ranks among tour median in like scoring average and difficulty. Maybe just on the easier side of right in the middle when you rank all scoring and tour events and how easy a course will play. So definitely not conditions can get up there where this thing can play quite difficult. I'm going to start near the top. I actually find a little bit of value. No, it is not Webb Simpson. Tyrrell Hatton, 18-1. This appears to be the consensus number when using an odds checker grid this week, guys. Tyrrell Hatton, 18-1. Nearly double the Webb Simpson number. He comes in second on the tout board this week. Hatton missing the cut at the Masters. I mean, this Yeah, I don't know. As I've said a few times in content I've done, that week of 25, 30 to 1 Hatton Masters price will probably be the shortest he'll ever be for a Masters. You wonder if his distance might be an issue for him there and at some of the other bigger venues. Premier events that we do play, but this is not one of them. I believe as one of the premier links golfers in the world, this sets up absolutely perfect for Tyrrell Hatton after his miscut at the Masters. He's been incredibly consistent all year. He missed a cut at the PJ Championship, and I feel like I was ready to bet him again the next week. The miscut doesn't bother me. He's been so consistent, loves links golf. I believe he's a two-time Alfred Dunhill links champion golfer on the European tour. Yeah, 18 to 1. I actually think the way he's been incredibly consistent, this represents a pretty fair number. I'm going to the well starting high with Hatton at 18 to 1. Don't worry, we're going to triple up that number as we are going to cross 60 for our final two selections here today. Doc Redman, 16 to 1, North Carolina native, I believe, attended the University of Clemson out here in ACC country where we are. Third at the Safeway, fourth in Bermuda. Held his first ever 54-hole lead of his career. Didn't exactly play poorly on Sunday, but not good enough to win. Went off late here last year on Sunday and played with the eventual winner, Tyler Duncan. So he saw what it takes going off pretty late on a Sunday and closing at Sea Island. 3 top fours in his last 7 starts. I really like Doc Redman this week. Doc Redman 60 to 1. It seems like a pretty high consensus number using that odds checker grid. Let's get on it. This could be popular. These could be dropping potentially. Doc Redman 60 to 1. I use that finding odds checker. One more for you guys here before I probably make an ad for the tomorrow show, but I'm just not ready to give it away. Whether I use the player or not, I will let you know who it is tomorrow. I feel like that is fair and who may have just missed, because personally, I got to be honest, there were quite a few more betting opportunities on this RSM card than I had originally anticipated, but I don't want to overdo it right now. You want the truth? You want the truth? You want the truth? Like, I didn't look at anything yesterday. It was the morning after Masters. I didn't look at it. I needed a clear head to look at an RSM board. But when I looked at it in preparation of this video and making my picks, I was quite impressed with the amount of options that I would have been able to go to the well with. But I've brought you 3 here today. The final one being JT Poston, the Postman, 80 to 1, North Carolina native, 14th here last year, off a Masters miscut as a debutant last week. No big deal there. That doesn't really bother me. Quickly, I would like to put in as a side note, I would say there are a handful of players here who did play in the Masters and made the cut. Normally, the week after a major, you kind of want to fade guys that might have, I mean, no one was really in it who is here, but just an emotionally draining week in many respects. I think no fans really brings the emotional, like, highs and lows of a major championship down. So I'm not really concerned. If a guy played 4 rounds at Augusta last week, bet him. I don't think he's tired by any stretch. Okay. JT Poston 80 to 1, as I've already mentioned, 14th here last year and has had some nice showings so far in the swing. Inconsistent. We've had some highs, we've had some lows, but enough to make me want to be on JT this week. Again, off the Masters miscut as a debutant, doesn't hit it very long, sort of to be expected. But this seems to be an absolute bread and butter course for JT, in my opinion. What those past winners do, what JT does, what it takes to win here, what it takes to score here. Exceptional iron play, proximity to pin, hot putter. I believe JT can take care of us this week, guys. Again, looking at past Sea Island winners, I think they stack up very well with JT and his current form here. I'm going to the well, JT Poston. So my 3 picks for Odds Checker US this week. Don't forget, like, sub, comment. Tell me who you like. Tell me who you want to fade. Tell me if you want to be on board with any of mine. Hatton 18 to 1, Redman at 60, Poston at 80, all using the odds checker grid, best number available. I'm Geoff Fienberg. I'll be back later in the week with odds checker for I'll give you some RSM props, and I'm certainly going to add an outright in that video, so don't miss it tomorrow. And keep subscribed because I bring NFL content here on odds checker as well. I'm Geoff Fienberg. Hope everyone had a great Masters weekend. Sorry I couldn't do better with these selections, but you stick with me. We'll take care of each other. I got your back. I'm out.